What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 2nd of October, we're taking a look here at Aerodrome Finance this morning. Ticker symbol AERO. USD, US dollar pair, daily chart. Coinbase is the price data here. So things are quiet here overnight. We did a quick update yesterday evening, as yesterday was a pretty wild day. Cryptocurrencies, stocks. So wanted to do a quick update for the members of the channel as well as all the other subscribers and viewers. Appreciate it. Well, things are sitting here quiet this morning. We are still right around the 104.8 and the 106.42 level right here, guys. So far, our top is pretty confirmed as we've made multiple daily lower lows, including Monday, Tuesday. So far, not yet today, but keep an eye on that. Our top came in at our 128 level, our 129.45 level. That was confirmed on the 27th. And then we had let me show you a 3-minute chart real quick. We have a confirmation once again at the 128. For some reason, the 128 is an important level for Aerodrome going back months. Here is our resistance at the 128. 128.3, 129.45 level right here, guys. Pulled back, chopped around, gave it another attempt here, put in a lower high, but I mean, we tapped the 128 and that was it. Party was over for now. So we'll obviously see if we retest those levels again. It looks like right now we're sitting at 106.42. And the 104.829 levels are in play as well here. So let's go back to a daily. That was a 3-minute time frame, by the way. Let's go back to the daily and talk about a couple things here on this chart for Aerodrome. I want to welcome all the members of the channel and all of the subscribers of the channel and all the viewers. I appreciate all you guys. Hopefully you find some value in this and you're doing okay in these markets. It's not easy to navigate the markets, especially if you're trying to enter and exit and turn a profit, obviously. Okay, so we have, I mentioned, there's a chance of potential support at this 104.8, 106.42 level. Comes back to over here as well, the highs of the 18th of July. Resistance flipping into support. We'll see how much more distribution these markets can take here. We also have other levels we'll talk about real quick. 98.224, 92.337. Let's see, 88.507, 88.091. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels below the market, going down to anywhere from call it about a 17 or so, 15, call it about a 12 and 7 or 8% to the downside, with our largest being a 17 or so percent to the downside. So I think that'll cover us today. Something that people probably won't want to hear, and I don't hope it plays out, I hope it does not play out, is based on some calculations to the downside. If we get a full move lower here, okay, so based on my price levels, if we get a full move lower, we could potentially see price back down here at the 72 level, the 72.3. We have a bunch of levels here. So we have a 72, we have a 75, we have a 717. But I'm going to go with right around the 72.326. If we get a full move lower here, based on my calculations, that's where we could see price pull back to. Now, let's keep in mind that this is a area of old resistance, so it could come into play as support. We have some, you can see right here, old areas of resistance that were broken out into support, so they might get tested again. We could see price. I'm not saying it's going to go down in one day, but this area, which was a ceiling of resistance could actually come back into support as price pulls back. And this is based on some math calculations. So it's not how I feel. You know, again, like I said, I hope it doesn't happen because that's going to be quite the haircut to the downside for anybody holding long. And what it's going to do is it's going to take you right back to where the market broke out to the upside, right here. We have our break of our trend line here. That was around the 61 level. Pulled back. Then we had a very strong another breakout here right around the 72. So again, based on some math calculations, we could be retesting that here on this pullback. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but we'll see. Depends how hard they hit the markets and Bitcoin. Again, if I was holding this long, which I'm not, I only follow this for the viewers of the channel, I would be giving this a little bit more breathing room to the downside, and that I would be locking in my profits. As my thoughts on that are, once it goes past a certain point to the downside, I think the risks are now higher for it to continue than therefore bounce and go back up. But I would give it a little bit more breathing room here. That's just me, of course. Not financial advice, guys. So again, keep your eyes on anywhere down from 85 or 88,507, 92,337, 98,224, and then where we're at today would be the let's see, the 104,829 is that level. We'll see. Anywhere within this range should keep us covered for today, all the way down to about a 17% move lower. And that is that, guys. Let's drop over to BTC USD. It's up 400. You can see Bitcoin, lost its steam here, retook these three levels, which are from 64 down to 63,788. We didn't hold at 62,206. We did bounce off of the 62,0547, and we're fading again today. Let's not forget that Bitcoin is just in one large with a downward bias consolidation. So, this pullback could hold, and then we could rally. This pullback could fail, and we can continue to melt down. We just don't know. Day by day is how we look at these markets. All right, guys. Aerodrome Finance is up 0.3%, 106,172. Bitcoin is at 61,000, up $400. It's fading today. I hope we don't find ourselves back down here at 72. Again, like I said, I would give this a little bit more breathing room to the downside. And if it gets to a certain point, I would be out of this market, as I think the odds start to favor an even further downside move, and therefore a bounce higher. And like I said, I am one to always get back into a market if it flips and turns around and goes back in the original direction I thought. So, example would be if I locked in my profits in and around the 88 level, for example, and the market bounced there and started to rally and take off again, I would simply just re-enter, as I think the odds are now flipped again for it to go back to the upside. That's how I look at the markets, guys. Of course, not financial advice. You guys have a great day. If you're not subscribed, join us here on the channel. Appreciate it. It's been one hell of a run. This thing is still up. Let's see here, roughly call it 70%. I'll catch you guys down in the comments.